Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Bins Thrift with us. For once, I think I'm actually the second person to get here. So Ryan and I are both doing a Bins Thrift with us today, and I actually was able to park in front of the building. We already got one win down, I guess. Even though I think I took the last open spot. Yep, nope, I took the last open spot. I'm pretty sure for this Bins trip, I am manifesting about the exact same stuff as last time. I would like some stuff that can go into inventory bags and inventory spots. So blouses, some dresses, stuff like that, just tops. I have a lot of pants right now and I still have not done my inventory. I got a lot of shoes last time, so I probably don't want to get a ton of shoes. But as per usual, shoes and bags never really upset me if they're worthwhile, and I will still take pants and jeans if I find them. I'm still really trying to avoid stuff that needs to hang up, like sweaters and coats. Not only is it just not the season at all, but I just don't really have the extra room for it. So hopefully we don't find any of that, but if there's something fantastic, of course, I won't just leave it. I'm pretty excited. I got 3 IKEA bags here. I have 0 plans of filling them all, but let's get some stuff to consign. Let's get some stuff for me to sell. Maybe we'll grab some stuff for Debbie. And speaking of Debbie, I am pretty sure that in about 2 weeks, we have another family Bins Bash coming up. Debbie's going on a trip to Texas, and the day after she took off, and I'm pretty sure that we are all going together. Evan, me, Debbie, and Ryan, so it's literally a full family Bins Bash. I'm very excited for that, and hopefully we can either put some kind of Debbie haul at the end of that or on that Thursday or something. But also, I would like to let you guys know that Ryan and I have been adding a bunch of ideas to the new video ideas that are coming up near the summer. We're so excited to dive into that list and start doing some of those. And Debbie did say she's game for doing a thrifting outfits for Debbie video. That could almost turn into a series, and we could pick different cores every time or something. I think we're gonna start with maybe we each thrift an outfit that we think she'd personally actually like and use, and then we each thrift an outfit that makes her into a girly. I think that'd be so funny. That's probably coming end of spring, early summer as well, and I'm very excited for that. So let's hop into the bins. Enough babbling on. Let's go. I'm taking in 2 of my IKEA bags because I don't even want to allow myself to fill 3. I'll just leave the other one in my car because that is a no-no, Jack. Not 3.
Hello everybody, I just pulled in to the bins. I am quite excited. I had a few errands to do this morning. I dropped off a UPS package for Jack, and then I took some stuff to Plato's Closet and Clothes Mentor because they're right next door to each other. So we will get back to that a little bit later, and we'll see how we did. It was funny enough, all stuff that I got here, so we'll see. Plato's was a lot of American Eagle, little teeny bopper stuff. Clothes Mentor was I found some new Tag Lane Bryant. I had some Goodwill and Republic pieces in there, some lighter knit stuff for spring. So we'll see how that does. I'm excited. I literally cannot wait to be back at the bins today. I've not been in what seems like an eternity, even though I know it probably wasn't that long ago in reality. I am looking for not a ton. I do not have a whole lot of space right now in my inventory. I need to do my big yearly kind of clean out, but I'm waiting until after I'm done with school to do that because then free time. So I think what I'm mainly going to go for is stuff to take to the consignment store, because that leaves my house in 2 days, which is super nice. Spring, summer dresses, shorts, nice little swimsuits that aren't disgusting, season appropriate garments. Let's go see what we find. And my first wonderful couple of things were given to me by the wonderful Miss Pat from Iowa, so thank you for all of these wonderful little Depop girly things. This is a really cute little Billabong sweater that I found. This is probably going to end up at a Plato's Closet just because I know that they price this brand a little bit higher. And my wonderful little car manifestation absolutely worked. I did find some very good swim, and this is a Black Bro swim top. I did find I think it was a red bikini from this brand last year that sold really well, and I want to say for over $50. So I am very excited to find one of the top. And then I did find a few single shoes. This is a really cute Sorel booty. This black one is a leather Steve Madden, and I absolutely love this chunky heel. It did just have a teeny little bit of wear on the outside of the heel, but that really isn't that big of a deal to me. There is the brand tag. And this next shoe I thought was super cute. This would have been great for Depop. It is a Donald J. Pliner little studded wooden open-heeled moment. These next couple of bags are quite fun. So this first one I did unfortunately end up passing on just because it did have some really weird odor that I couldn't pick up on, and I couldn't really tell if I was going to be able to get it out. But it was this really adorable little tapestry clutch from the brand Folklore. I'd never heard of it. These were a funky, very worn pair of Ted Baker heels. These were quite weird. I did pass on these, but they were a little fun. They were very like early Lady Gaga, if you ask me. This was a really cute little Coach bag. I love the cream canvas, very Y2K with the white leather. And then this is kind of the gem of the ball. She is this adorable little black leather Coach bag. She is going to shine up like a new penny once I condition this leather. It is literally just dusty. There is the creed, even though I know it's going to be impossible to see. 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
When Ryan walked in, he rushed through the first row, but I didn't, so I scored a Lululemon scarf. Heck yeah. So I don't really like to grab Torrid anymore at all, but this is an example of a piece that even back in the day I wouldn't, so I never grabbed old label Torrid. Plus this piece is very heavy, so it would cost a lot to buy, plus it's just so out of style, so I'm definitely passing on this. This dress totally caught my attention. I love how gothically beautiful this is, but it's just by the brand Elos, which I know nothing about, but I don't think it's expensive, so I'm at least gonna get it to consign. I may list it. It's easy being green. This shirt gives me very Ryan Depop vibes. Shoe rotation underway. Cue the like purge alarm. Alright everyone, I got some stuff to show you from that shoe rotation. The shoe rotation was actually awful, but I made out with some luck. So this was just a lemon printed bag I was gonna get to consign, but it was torn on the inside, so that's a skip. This was just a leather backpack by Wilson's Leather. Super cute, and if I didn't have like much inventory and I was desperate, I would totally get this, but because I have way too much, I'm not going to. This is a scarf that I thought seemed nice and pretty. It's just Anne Klein. I'm gonna pass on that. And actually, while filming, this was wild. I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, a Dooney and Burke. And then looked on the inside and there's a Burberry's label. I know nothing about what old vintage Burberry's bags are like. The inside of this is suede and says made in Italy, and the zippers are YKK, so I'm getting this to do some further research into. It's probably fake, but it is pretty nice, and I just thought it was funny that I spotted it while filming, so let's look at that later. These boots I pulled out right away just because they seemed nice, the leather seemed nice, and the bottom said that they were real leather, and they look really nice. Sure enough, when I get back to my cart with all my stuff, I unzipped the zipper, and these are actually Tory Burch high-heeled boots. I am so excited. There's the little logo right there as well. I think I'm the only person that found some nice shoes, so that's exciting. I also found this little brand right here, this brand that I've heard of before, but I don't know, is this a good one? Moschino, and this is a real vintage Moschino made by Redwall, the zippers, so I know it's real. What a perfect book to find here. It is called Thrift Score, and it's about how to score good items at the thrift store.
Okay, so when I found this dress in the bin, I really honestly didn't think it was a dress. I thought it was a curtain, just from the amount of fabric that I kept pulling out. The brand is Giovanni. I looked him up, and they do have them on the RealReal, which I think is probably where I'm going to send this, just due to storage and space, but it is this beautiful blue neoprene maxi dress. This I thought was absolutely hysterical. It is a Kermit the Frog adult men's green fleece onesie. I thought about getting this, and then I realized that like I would have to put it somewhere when I got it home, which I didn't really think about. I think I'm gonna keep this apron for when we have friends over and I can make them cocktails in my bar. This was a new brand to me. It's called French Knot, and I'll show you the tag here in a little bit. I thought it was going to be one of those Anthropologie hats, but these are quite pricey, and they look like they go for about 50-60 bucks. This would have been a good find if they were in better condition. They are Polo Ralph Lauren. The pants, the cargo like jogger pants, these are super popular, but they had a fair amount of holes. And after one of the clothing switch outs, this is all that I got. I grabbed this blue Lululemon jacket. I recognized it immediately because of the sleeves. It just has a little bit of wear on the front, but nothing my washing machine can't handle. This, I don't really know what I'm going to do with. It's a Polo Ralph Lauren men's quilted jacket. It is really nice. There's a little bit of wear on the zipper, but it's really not that big of a deal. I might send it into the Real. This is for Debbie. It's a J. Crew extra small sweater. Every now and again, I'll get her some cute J. Crew pieces to sell for herself. The inside tag had been cut out, which kind of sucked because I wanted to see how new it was, but the tag looks pretty good to me. This was a really good find. It's this adorable little granny square crochet dress by Ifne, I-F-N-E. I didn't find anything about it when I Googled it, but these look really expensive anywhere you see them online. This little lug bag somebody just threw back into the shoes. It just has a little bit of wear on the front, but that is no big deal. I do love the Live, Laugh, Love on the inside. This is a really cute little J. Crew shoe. I did not, unfortunately, find the other one. I did give it to Jack in hopes that he would.
Let's take a walk down the hard goods section and just see what we can find. There's these little shark sandals. They're super cute. There also was a set of Halloween trick-or-treat buckets. Not as vintage as I would like, so I didn't want to grab those. That's my favorite board games categories. If you have never played it, definitely try it out. I also found this Pug Webkins that I would have got either way, but it is new with tag, which is amazing. It's very rare to find Webkins with tags anymore, so I'm totally getting him. Halloween Charlie Brown coloring book. How freaking adorable. I think Target sells those, but they're pretty cute. This lady kind of caught my attention. She's very spring. She's serving us gardening, spring, vegetables, harvest time. And I have to rescue the little bat, of course. Debbie actually does sell beanies sometimes, so I think I'll give it to her. Back at an older row that had been rotated earlier, I found these Pilcrow Anthro shorts. They do have some lightening spots or bleach spots, so I may just bleach wash those and still sell them. I also found quite a few things to Google of brands I just didn't know, but so far I'm just not finding much for me to sell, honestly. Mainly stuff to consign. Who's ready for some clowning around? Okay, so we had another new rotation. I did find quite a bit of things to go through. First up was this Athleta dress. I think it's a slightly older tag, but it's super cute. A lot of the stuff I actually need to Google, but I will let you know what I pulled. I did find this Lulu scarf. I know that that's good. There is a hard good rotation happening across from me, but I am just killing some time in the clothing over here, and then I will definitely go check out what kind of new stuff we can find. I found a lot of picture frames, which is great because we actually need those. I especially need them in my office. I just ordered some new Halloween things to hang up, and then I found this really pretty fruit plate, but it was worth nothing. This is pretty funky. So this has the tag inside to be either Anthro or Free People, which got me pretty excited. I can also just tell by the fabric that it is, but it's not a skirt. It's the cut-off hem of a dress, so I think I'm gonna pass on that. Since it's what I'm mainly finding, I suppose I'll show you a couple things I got to consign. So I found some 7 For All Mankind jeans, I found this Rachel Zoe blouse, I found some new with tags Gap pants. They always love almost anything new with tag. This is a Soy Boo athletic dress. They usually take a lot of the athletic brands like Prana and Soy Boo. I did find a 1960 yearbook though, so that was kind of cool and also kind of sad.
After they did a stuff switch out, this is what I grabbed. I grabbed some of these little cup drawer pulls to look up to see if they were worth anything on Facebook Marketplace. And then I found some really fun little Halloween stuff just in case Jack needed any. Some really cute little goodie bags and some really cute little fun, like, I think these are for like trick-or-treaters. You can put them on so like people can see them, like little reflective sticks. These, I didn't know what they were. They were kind of just with everything and I just grabbed them. They appear to be chargers that I did throw back because I have no use for them. These really cute little spiderweb bowls had these really fun little Halloween cookie cutouts. So I grabbed those, and then I grabbed a black and an orange spiderweb bowl along with a super duper pumpkin scooper. I was actually super bummed about this. I had one Hoka that was my size and I never did end up finding the other one, which is really sad. They look really comfortable and I do miss having a pair. Jack found me this. It is a Wiz Khalifa band t-shirt from 2018. His stuff does pretty good for me, especially on Depop, so I was more than happy to pick up this t-shirt. The next clothing switch out all I got, unfortunately, was this Topshop faux leather moto jacket. I know Topshop doesn't really do that good for most people, but I thought this was kind of a cute, little bit more substantial piece, so I'm going to Google it and see if I'm going to sell it myself or take it to the consignment store. I also ended up finding two separate pairs of pajamas. These were a really cute pair of Loft, little pink flowy cotton pajamas. They have these really cute little pink leopards on them. These were super nice, and then I found the matching top as well. These are different sizes. I want to say the top was a small and the pants were medium, or the pants were small and one was medium. Either way, these were super cute. I absolutely love them. Then I found this really adorable little bucket hat. I don't know who makes this, but again, this is going to be something good for Depop, especially with festival season upon us. That is going to do quite well. This I'm just going to take to Plato's Closet. It's a new tag, a little Lulu's little t-shirt mini dress. I was actually super excited to find this. It is a typography book. If you don't know, I am an art teacher and I love typography and printmaking and all this kinds of stuff. So I picked this up because I am going to use it in my classroom.
Now this I need to do some further research on. So it's obviously chevron Missoni-esque looking, and it had that silver little bit of thread at where the tag used to be, which is usually a good sign of something high-end, so I'm gonna have to look that up later. And I got this beautiful floral scarf to wrap a cottagecore bag in if I sell one. He's ill.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it at all.
He gave me his shoes in case, because he's only staying for one more rotation. Well, this was quite disappointing. There was this Eloquii faux leather skirt that I would have loved to get, but there is a split down the seam, so I'm gonna have to pass on it. I did, however, find these Madewell shorts, obviously perfect for the season, and they're a size 31, which is great. There's no style name in them, so I'll have to figure that out later. And then a Prairie Underground dress. I've only tried the sweaters before. So long, soldier, you fought good. Ryan is leaving, but I'm gonna be here for a few more rotations at least. Okay, while walking away from where Ryan was checking out, somebody had thrown back these new Dolce Vita sandals that are gorgeous. What are they thinking? Here is a bolo alert, but definitely not when it's in this shape. So the brand is Jack Spade. I don't think it has relation to Kate Spade. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but when it's in better shape, definitely pick it up. New rotation incoming once again. I think you can tell what I'm standing here hoping to look at first. It didn't end up being Burberry though, don't worry. I did, however, find this really adorable soft Athleta jacket. I'll show you it better in the haul on Thursday, but it is so nice. I found an American Eagle flannel. I'm saving some of these for the garage sale that we have. I also found a Theory shirt. It's plain white. I'm just going to consign it. And here's an example of Torrid I do still pick up. So it's a great size. It's size 4, and it's a super soft camo shirt. It is so nice. It's almost like a flannel material. I'm excited to grab that. This is probably to consign. It's called Moon and Madison. This is to consign as well. I like the lemon print. And once again, I kind of just scored a lot of stuff to consign. Further down that row, I did find this blouse by Parker. Real does take Parker, but of course they market at basically nothing, so I actually might bring this to a consignment store and see if they know the brand. Hopefully they do. And then this bra is actually so cute. It's Victoria's Secret, and it has bedazzled crystal Victoria's Secret spell out on the straps. It's so cute. I just have to figure out what size it is. These beady eyes are looking so deep into my soul, and I am terrified. This brought back memories and hit me right in the nostalgia. So there's a book called Cat Kong and a book called Dogzilla, and when I was a kid in between 1st and 3rd grade, I rewrote and re-illustrated them all just because I love the book so much. Alright, let's take a peek-see in the bins together, shall we? Normally, I love to grab Not Your Daughter's jeans for the consignment store, but those were petite and they do not seem to like petite pieces. Heck yes, at least we found something. This is a Vince tank top and I will take it. Well, I kept digging in that bin and I did find this Aloe sweatshirt too, which is great. I found this, which I need to Google. It is an intimate little slip, and once I did Google it, it actually is not worth anything. This is a kind of expensive kids brand. It's called Rockets of Awesome, and I think I'm gonna get it for my garage sale. Alrighty guys, I'm pretty sure this is my last rotation. I would say I stayed for about an hour longer after Ryan left, but I am feeling pooped as well. So let's dig under these sheets and figure out what is hiding in here. Here comes the most disappointing part of the trip, throwing back the single shoes. These were Steve Madden, very adorable, tall Chelsea leather boots that Ryan handed me. This was a J. Crew Sherpa clog that he also handed me. So nice, and it was a new label. I wish I found that one. This was a Sarto by Franco Sarto loafer. So freaking cute, and I wouldn't be surprised if it had been Anthro. This was an Alan Edmonds he handed me, and it was made of football skin. I'm fairly certain. It was very interesting. This was a Sam Edelman that I'm not too bummed about. These were Sorel. I say these like I had both, but I did not. This was another Sorel, super cute. This is like the month of losing Sorels, I guess. I also had a few more up here too. So I had another Sorel single, super cute. Beach by Matisse, I do like to sell sometimes, and this Birkenstock big buckle. So sad.
Hi everybody. It is unfortunately not that long after we just got here. I am dying. I literally feel like my allergies are going to take over and just completely possess me because it feels like somebody's just pushing like right under my eyes. It just hurts. So on that note, I am not gonna be able to stay at the bin. I had 19 pounds of textiles and then I bought my lovely typography book. I spent $44 on my lovely things, and I think like we did a very good job. I got some really good stuff to send to the Real. That dress, that Giovanni dress that I looked at the comps and a lot of them were on sale for like the $225 to like $40 kind of a range. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I paid $4 for it. So like either way, I think it's gonna be a nice little turnout. And then I think the big moneymaker is going to be that little micro black Coach bag that we found. Excuse me, that little black one. I think that's gonna do super good and obviously make us much more than $40. I'm sorry if all you're hearing is bumping. This road that our lovely Bins is on is in this office complex kind of an area, and they are not the best at upkeeping the facilities here, but that's okay. Anyway, so I am on my way to Plato's Closet and Clothes Mentor. I got texts from both places respectively saying that my stuff is done. Plato's, I brought in an IKEA bag that was pretty full and a TJ Maxx bag. We'll call that like, you know, 2.5 TJ Maxx bags. And then Clothes Mentor, I didn't really have a whole lot for them, but the stuff that I did the stuff that I have, I needed to kind of like really start moving it out because it is going to start being a little bit more summer and a little bit less spring and summer here pretty soon. So we had to get our stuff taken to them. So I will touch back when I figure out what I made from them, and we will check in a little later. Coming back from Plato's and Clothes Mentor. Clothes Mentor I didn't think would be as much because I usually try to bring in like a full IKEA bag, and they really didn't have one this time. But I made $56 in cash. I think it was like 60 something in store credit. And then at Plato's, I made $173 and some change. Every time I go to Plato's, I always feel like I make a decent amount of money, and then I always come back with almost as much stuff as I brought in. I have like an entire IKEA bag of stuff full. So I am just kind of like, I don't really know what you took. That is okay. So what, 173 plus 56, like 230 maybe? I don't know. I'm not a math person if you can't tell. But either way, that's pretty good for just like, you know, a couple of bins finds here and there. I think I'm trying to do better about like weighing stuff, so when I take it in, I know about how much I'm making. The IKEA bag that I took to Plato's weighed about 20 pounds. And so if my bin is 25 or like $1.99 a pound, that's about $40, which is pretty good. Turning 40 into 173. 10 out of 10. Clothes Mentor, that bag probably weighed 10 pounds, $20, turned into 50, so double your money. You know, Plato's I definitely think is a little bit more lucrative for me just because I used to work there, if you didn't know, back when I was a teenager. So like that idea, and like I know the brands that go really well there. I still know the pricing schedule because I haven't changed it in 10 years, which is really quite nice. And I know what to pick up at the bins. So either way, I have drifted more and more onto my dashboard as we have filmed this. I will probably check back in a little bit later with everybody. I will see you just a little bit later. But if not, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. I'm sorry that my illness kind of knocked me down for the count. I feel like I watched back the video that I did before I went to Plato's, and you can hear it so much. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna stick my head under some hot water and like make a little lunch and get some of this bin stuff kind of picked up, and then the day will go as the day will go. Have a nice day, everybody. I am home now. Mike, do you want to say hi? Yeah, Mike's waiting for other papa to come home so we can have a treat. Update on my Plato's, I counted. I made 273 lovely money dollars from Plato's Closet and Clothes Mentor out of a rough guesstimate of about $60 that I took. So profiting $213, I would say, is pretty good. I love to pick up Clothes Mentor and Plato's Closet stuff whenever I go to the bins because I have little opportunities like these where I can turn it into actually some pretty decent money that Jack and I can use. With that being said, Mike, do you think we should say goodbye to the folks and go take some pictures? Yeah? Mike, do we have to go take pictures? Mike says, you do. I have to sit here. Yeah. Is that what you're gonna do, Mike? Okay, good talk. Okay, well, thank you for coming, everybody. Me and Mike will sign off, and we will see you all in the next one. Thank you.